Hi, this is Granny Lax, Crystal Lachelle Lax, and I wanted to talk about as grandpas. They don't like to be called grandpas because that makes them sound old and that makes them seem like they old at 40 and 50 and 60, 70, 80 years old. They don't like to be seeing themselves as an old man, but they are very quick at pointing out an older aging woman. Is something in these little hateful womanizing bitches that sit up there, and from the even at their old age, they still mean as hell, and they still bitter, and they're still abusive to start off as a young abusive man and to end up as a 60, 70, 80 still abusive man. That's such a terrible thing, and they pass it down to their sons and their grandsons, and the cycle keep going and going, and they turn out being like grandpa, a mean and evil and woman abuser till they die. What a pitiful cycle of generation of abusive men and womanizers and male chauvinists. Well, there's something about them not wanting to see themselves get older. Their hair receding line. They don't like for people to call them bald headed, but they don't mind talking about my bald head, but they don't want nobody talking about their bald head and the receding line, and they swear they still got hair because they got it on the side and on the back, but nothing on top at all. But they swear that they still got hair. There's a big old forehead, sir, that you have that's very visible. There's no more hair covering up that big old looking like a damn torpedo forehead or a football. Now everybody can see the shape of your hair because the shape of your head because you have no hair. What part of that aging process they're refusing to accept about themselves. Some of them are going blind. Yeah, you used to be cool and smooth and could see 20/20/22 vision, but now you can't see shit. Now they have to wear glasses. Look at your four-eyed ass. He up here wearing glasses with the rest of us. Look at him. He used to have really nice pearly white shiny teeth. They're all falling out now that he's aging. They're slowly getting weaker. Or some of them are wearing dentures. Those not his teeth. They too perfectly fitting in there. Those are dentures. He takes them out at night time and put them in a glass and put the dental forming clean in it. And it sizzles in the cup. I used to take care of older people in my younger days. 21 years I worked in a nursing home, so I know the ins and outs. Those are not his teeth. He's tricking everyone. Whenever you see that does that look like it's real teeth, no, they tend to be a little bit more bigger. Too white, too damn white to be 60 years old with all white teeth. And you're a smoker and a drinker. It ain't gonna be that white. That's how you know that he's wearing dentures. Just look closely up. And some of them, they used to have good hearing. Now you have to really literally repeat every damn thing to his ass. He's not hearing good no more. Aging process. Huh? 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 Just like the rest of us aging. Then they try to, up under their clothes, they try to act like that they got body. Some of them do keep up with their body, but we're going to talk about the ones that just let it go. They look good with clothes on, don't they? They do. When I used to work in a nursing home and put the patient in clothes, they look good. But when you had to undress them, you see all the sagginess and all of the discolorations. That's how some of these men are. They're like fantasy dreamers. They're looking for a woman with the perfect body, but they don't have it. They don't have it. They don't have a perfect body. They're hypocrites. They want you, even at an old age, they want you to look like some kind of fake trophy wife that she gets paid a lot of thousands to go get breast lifts and liposuck and eye tuck and all this tucking and pulling and Botox. They just don't know how to deal with the aging older woman. This is part of life. That's it. This is the real version. This ain't no TV version where they can tuck and pull and get a cosmetic surgeon and go ahead and get liposuck and breast lifts and ass lift and hip lifts. They watch, as you can tell, as they get older. They watching too much of this TV reality show on older women. Not all older women look like that. What's wrong with them? Let's move on, shall we? Well, we worked all the way down their chest. Their chest don't even look the same. When you look at them, you can tell they used to work out, but now he got those muscle flaps. One part of his arm is muscle, the next part is flabby man up under it. Then his chest, look at his chest. You see wrinkles begin to develop around his chest. The skin is losing its tightness. Now let's work all the way down to his stomach. They don't have the six pack no more. You know, when you met your man and he was strong. He was a strong young man. Now this is what they got, but they tried to hide it. They got a big fat belly. Or some of it, if it ain't really, really big, looking like he's 8 months pregnant, then they have the pudgy belly. Look at him. He just got that shirt on to cover it up. That big old t-shirt or jersey. Trying to cover up his fat. And still think that he's that young man again. Going through his midlife crisis between the age of 35. Starts at 35. All of a sudden they want to explore. It's so out there, wild oats. They're gonna feel like they're missing out on something. They're gonna leave their wife that they've been married to for 40, 20 years. They're gonna go turn in the family car for a sports car. They just figure that they need something fast and fury with their their old fragile bones now. They're gonna go get a motorcycle so they can fall off of it and break their damn bones. Some of them may be able to handle a bike of that heavy machine, but some of them can't even walk straight without tripping and falling and shit. How you gonna get a bike when you can't even keep your own damn self up for 5 minutes? Let's work on down to some more aging process of a man. All of a sudden, you had a strong man, young man, chest strong and arms and muscles. Everything got flabby, including their penis. The penis is saggy. It sets inside of the balls. It used to poke out. Now it sits inside of the bag, the balls. It doesn't get hot enough to come outside of its little shell, the foreskin. It hides itself now. Before, when it was young, it used to just come out and do stretches and jump ropes. Now it just lays there very lazy. It doesn't matter. You can kiss it, slap it, flip it back and forth, and it's just gonna lie there on the left or right side. Dead. Go ahead, try to, and nothing happens. There's no resuscitation to that one. It's dead. The foreskin is gonna smell. For some reason, they won't wipe it good around there. They don't pull back this extra saggy skin, foreskin. So you're gonna smell, it's gonna have a smell. Unlike when he was younger, it will come out of the shell and greet you good morning. It'll tap you on your booty and greet you good morning. Ding, ding, ding. Now, look at it. Just lay there, Mr. Limpy. Just lay there. Unless you give it Viagra, maybe you'll get some kind of reaction up out of that one. Then some of them already had a small one. When they age and age, you will not be able to find it at all. It disappeared. Then, I'm telling you what I know, not what I heard. I used to work in a nursing home with all type of penises. And it shrinks and it gets saggy, wrinkle. And you have some of them that still think they young and with that nice little purple little penis to themselves, and it's not. Not. Some have stuck it into so many women, it's a discoloration to it. Not bright and healthy. It doesn't spring back and forth. It doesn't spring no more. It doesn't flick up and down, make it go to the right, to the left, fling like that. No, it doesn't do none of that. They can't even wiggle it. Move it. Let me see you move it. Wiggle it. No, they can't do it like they used to do it when they was young. Can't do it. Then what happens is that he won't retire. So some of them get some kind of sickness where they're placed in a nursing home to make that penis retire. Some have to be forced into retirement. So that old penis can stop being in these young girls' faces. Like, Grandpa, you've been having your penis in women ever since the 1950s. That's a long time without a break. When you're going to put it on, go celibate, put it on reserve, give it a break, go absentee for a minute. You even see some of them singing a song. I left home to be with my side piece, and he looked old as hell. I left home to be with my side piece. And he looked about 60, 65 years old, about 65. It seems like to me you don't need no more side piece. You need to be retired with your wife. Some of them think they ain't old. They quick to make fun of an older woman. Look at her old fat ass. But they don't see that big old belly that they got from beer drinking all those years and eating steak over the years. Looking like they 9 months, 7 to 9 months pregnant. They must don't want to see the reality of their aging body at all. They quick to point out a woman though, but a woman had babies. She don't had babies out that body. She don't nurse some babies out of those breasts. They act like they got a misconcept that women breasts would stay perky after 2, 3, 4, 5 kids and 7 and 8, 9, 10 kids. What a disappointment to have such a fantasy, delusional fantasy. Don't set your standards up so high in Fakeville. Some women that they see is from a reality show where they can hire personal trainers. They can hire someone to lipo suck fat from their thighs. They can hire, or they can sit up there and have a surgery to get rid of the fat from their stomach or their whole entire body if they didn't want to diet, or they can hire a doctor to breast lift and lift her titties back up. But what happens to the normal women that's in the aging process and they can't afford all of those fancy plastic surgery? And he's too old to be name calling, knowing that look at you before you open your mouth against me as a 55-year-old, and you're 65 and you're older than I am, and you're talking mess about me because you're pull your pants down. I guarantee you that your penis look exactly as I described it. Saggy and old. It's shocking when you find an older man with the nice, and it's hard. Oh, wow. Very surprising. It probably surprised you because I keep my preserve going on 5 years celibacy, absentee. Don't nobody want nobody, Tom, Dick, and Harry, up in there now. I like mine's fresh, purified, sanctified, baptized in oil and hot water in the bathtub. And some of their penis needs to be holified, sanctified, baptized twice. They don't dip it too much in sinful coochie. Sinful coochie. You could never touch my purified coochie. It's been sanctified for 5 years, and yours been out there in the world just slanging it in all kind of sinful, evil, wicked coochie. They may not eat a lot of food, but they eat a lot of coochie. They know how to eat coochie back to back. That's why they ain't got no meat on their body. Some of them ain't got no meat. They starve themselves from regular food to eat coochie, or they don't caught something and they can't gain no weight. Granny, that's not true. They look like it. Look how bony that man is. Look how bony that man is. He ain't got no ass. He ain't got no ass. He ain't got no muscles. No flex. Turn around. Look at his ass. He don't look like no basketball player. He don't look like he got that basketball ass or that nice football firm ass. Football player firm ass. Look at his ass. It just sits there. It don't jiggle. It don't wiggle. Just look at it. And it's flat. And he got big belly. And skinny legs looking like the penguin off of Batman. Little bony chicken legs with that big old belly. Look at him. And a flat ass. And a receding bald head. Y'all older men need to stop. You don't have no room to talk about me or no other older women. Just gave a very fine tooth comb of how some of your body is looking right now. And oh, don't get on the pubic hair or the gray hair sitting up there trying to act like a young man. You got gray hair on top of your head. You got gray hair in your beard. And then he got gray hair down there, girl. I mean, his pubic hairs. Then he tried to shave it all, trying to look like he an extra young man down there. You need to stop that one, knowing that those stubs gonna be growing back in 3 to 4 days. And he's going to start itching because he's going to try to shave it all off with the razor. Then he going to get the itchy. It's going to start itchy when that hair start coming back. He going to be twitching. That's his hair coming back every 3-4 days. And some of them, they hair down there, and the little penis ones with the tiny little 2-3 inch penis, well, that hair covers it, and it looks like a bird nest with a little bird sticking out from the nest. Especially the black ones, when they get the nappy hair down there, kinky hair down there, and then it's a small penis, look like a little bird in a nest, surrounded by gray hairs. Oh, and let's not talk about Mr. Limpy. He try to act like he don't have arthritis in his leg until it get cold. Then you start seeing him limp. He goes from the pimp walk to the limp walk. He ain't no pimping smooth no more. Look at him limping. You'll see him limping every now and then. He got arthritis too, just like me. at nighttime. Don't let it fool you. As he age, he gonna have to take some kind of pain reliever, back reliever, knees reliever, nose reliever, asthma medicine for the heart. Some of them medicine for the heart. Some of them medicine for sugar diabetes. Some medicine for strokes. For some medicine for high blood pressure. So if the younger women are willing to take care of their grandpa, then go for it. Your little 60-year-old man, go for it. That's almost like taking care of your grandpa when you're 18, 19, and 20 years old. Oh, look at her. She's taking care of her granddaddy. And he's 50 and 60 and 70 years old. Oh, you look like a grandpa to her. Look at him. Oh, that's good. You found your girlfriend, grandpa? You did? Oh, is she like a playmate to you? For you?